This is the House of Hockey podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network. Hockey is more than a game, it's a lifestyle. It's you, the diehard supportive fans, your favorite players who are on the team you cheer for, and the organization who supports them.
The companies that make your gear, bags, and beer league sweaters. The hockey moms and hockey dads, and everything else that makes this House of Hockey your home. Come on in. I'm Breezy.
And I'm Ray Ray.
And this is our house. Welcome to the House of Hockey podcast, episode 145. I'm one of your hosts, Breezy.
And I'm your other host, Ray Ray.
And we have some more people who have clinched playoff spots. We have other wild news that happened this past week.
Yeah.
What else? What do we got going on?
Well, this is the original House of Hockey podcast. Not to be confused with Justin Bieber and the Toronto Maple Leafs' new collaboration, which, by the way, they totally stole our name and we need to get it trademarked ASAP. But aside from that, Breezy sends me this picture of like a Toronto Maple Leafs thing and it just says House of Hockey. And I'm like, is that something you made or what's happening here? And as it turns out, it is a collaboration of Justin Bieber's Drew House, which is the name of his clothing company, as well as a lovely corporate sponsor, Tim Hortons. They have joined forces with the Toronto Maple Leafs to create a new program called House of Hockey, not to be confused with us, but we'll take any extra views from it. So thank you. And what they're doing is they are making the game of hockey more accessible by removing the barriers that keep youth out of the sport. Not entirely sure what that means, but it's going to include a summer-long league providing free access to ball hockey for youths facing barriers in their communities.
Very cool, though.
Very cool. Wish he had come up with a different name, but hopefully some people have found us because of this name.
Yeah.
We should be the official podcast that covers the new program.
Yeah. And maybe Justin Bieber should
them.
come on our podcast. We could be friends. I wouldn't mind being friends with him. That would be fun.
You could be friends with him.
Such a hater.
I mean, I have no problem with Bieber. I've said this many times,
Yes.
but I wouldn't want to have to be forced into a friendship with Austin Matthews. I would just,
Do you think it's forced?
I would just chirp. No, like if I was friends with Bieber, I would have to be friends with Matthews.
You'd have to be friends with Matthews, yeah.
And I would just want to chirp him constantly.
Yeah, and you would. But
and
he'd probably be okay with that.
He'd have to be if I was friends with Bieber.
I think everybody has to be okay with it if they want to be friends with you to get chirped.
Yeah, probably. It's also a sign of like, if I'm giving you shit and like chirping you or whatever, like going a little back and forth and banter, giving people a hard time, that's like because I care and I know that I can and that we've got a strong enough relationship that like the sign of affection, of care, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a way of like, yeah. If I don't like you, I won't chirp you. Like I won't talk to you. I won't make jokes with you. I won't. Or maybe I will and you just don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I'm trying to incorporate a little more humor into my people that I don't like. Just kill them with humor, you know? So.
Hey, that's one way to do it.
Yeah. It makes me feel better. But that's crazy, right? There's also a YouTube channel called House of Hockey that puts clips and stuff out, but we're the only House of Hockey podcast.
Facts.
Just setting the record straight.
Yeah.
We've got the Tampa Bay Lightning clinching a playoff spot, and they are going to be facing the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Or they definitely did it last year. and the Leafs got eliminated in the first round. Um, that that's not going to happen this year. The Leafs are making
Oh,
it past the first round.
oh, really? Tell me more. Tell me why.
I'm just going to say that it's just going to happen, and everyone just needs to watch and see.
Okay. Nothing more to back that up. Got it. Great.
Nope.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, you're going to be seeing it, so you best get to
Okay.
believe in it.
Okay. We'll see what happens. I think Leafs fans will turn into Canucks fans and riot in the
Yeah.
streets if that
Yeah.
happens.
Did you
By
see
the
that they're coming out with like a documentary about that?
Yes, I can't wait. I was literally about to
I'm
say
so excited.
I can't wait to see that
Yeah.
on what ESPN. That's maybe the one thing ESPN does right is their E60 or their 30 for 30, 30 on 30, whatever.
I think so, yeah.
Those documentary features they do pretty well, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I saw that and I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch that.
Oh yeah, me
Oh
too.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, I pulled up the standings.
Mm-hmm.
So the East in the Metro and the Atlantic, all the top three playoff spots are clinched.
Mm-hmm.
So in the Metro, it's Carolina at number one, New Jersey, and then New York Rangers. And in the
Mm-hmm.
Atlantic, we have Boston at number one, followed by Toronto and Tampa Bay. The wild card is still neck and neck with the Islanders, the Panthers, Florida, and Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
I love how we just like
The
volley
pants.
between
Florida.
it was New York,
Yeah.
Islanders, whatever.
I do
Islanders.
that all the time. I
Yeah,
just like go city, team, city, whatever it is. Whatever comes
exactly.
out is what you're gonna get.
I mean, and I guess Buffalo too is kind of in the mix. It's all they're just maybe points apart. Anyway, in the
Yeah.
West, there is
What's going on?
the
It's
Central
like
isn't
wide open.
even decided. Nobody has
No.
clinched. What the hell? Are
It's
we
so
like
weird to
that
me.
bad or that good?
Maybe both. I mean, I would think today, Sunday, is a day where we're going to see more. I believe the Kings can clinch today if
Mm-hmm.
they win,
I just read
or
the
if
thing.
somebody loses.
There's two scenarios. If the Canucks lose, I don't remember what I read,
Well, the Kings are playing the Canucks.
then that wouldn't be quite accurate, would it?
Yeah.
I don't know where the stat went. Either way, they can clinch. There's two scenarios in which they can clinch today.
Yeah.
And
So that'll be fun because Vegas and Edmonton have already clinched. Wow, which kind of sucks because the Kings are now in the third spot.
right.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, because
yeah.
Edmonton came out freaking flying against the Kings.
Yeah.
That was a rough game. That was a rough game. However,
So yeah,
Minnesota,
this
Colorado, and Dallas are up in the top for the Central, and then currently in the wild card, Seattle and Winnipeg are 90 and 87 points. Calgary has 85 points, so they're kind of in the mix a bit there. And
Mhm.
Nashville has 84 points. So like Nashville won yesterday. They won pretty decently too. It was a pretty high scoring game,
Mhm.
considering it's like an
आप क्या करते ब्रदर?